Hey guys, JMan37X to bring you the introduction video to Epic Battle Fantasy V version 2. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying this is recorded a few days before the update drops. It's going to be dropping, well, by the time this video goes up, I will try to have this video go live as soon as the update is out. So sometime on Saturday, February 15th, I believe, if things go according to plan. So, yeah, the title screen might be a bit different. I think this is basically the final version, and I just wanted to record this in advance. I wanted to go over mostly just the specifics of how I'm going to be covering version 2. The game, obviously, at this point needs no introduction. I've done, over 100 videos. Let me actually check right now. I gotta have at least, like, 200 hours in this game. Yep, 207 hours in this game. All of that being recorded or streamed, so this game needs no introduction on this channel. But, so instead, I'm going to mostly focus on how I plan on covering it. Mostly because, there's some differences. I mean, just as an idea, Custom Quest here, this is all completely new stuff. There's also at least 20 or 25 different cheats and challenges you can enable, specific, or, like, in the middle of a run. And basically, I want to go over what I'm going to be doing on each playthrough, because once again, I'm going to be doing 2 concurrent playthroughs of this game, one on YouTube and one on Twitch. First off, let me just remind everyone of my schedule. I believe the upload schedule, at least for a while, I can do 3 videos a week now, because I'm working right now. So I'm not in class. I have a lot more free time. So I believe uploads will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. EST, which is usually what it's either Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, depending on how much free time I have. For a little while, those are all going to be EBF 5. Eventually, I'll start doing some Gish every once in a while, just because I do want to finish that game. Not that I've started it. And then on Twitch, my usual live stream schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 to 9 p.m. EST. Which, again, for the first at least week or 2, I'm going to basically be doing nothing but this game. After we get into the swing of things, I'm planning on, going back to a few other streaming games as well. I wanted to get back into modded Terraria with my buddy Sacred Survival. And I still have some fun with the Bloons Tower Defense 6 streams, so those will probably continue at some point as well. But for the most part, we are focusing very hard on EBF 5 version 2. It adds a ton of content, and mainly the big reasons I decided to do a full extra playthrough is because of the custom quest and custom challenges feature. So I'm gonna start. I don't know how I'm gonna arrange it yet, but somehow on screen you will now start seeing the plan, basically like the roadmap, I guess, of what custom options, what challenges, and what cheats I'm going to have enabled when I'm doing each playthrough. Well, okay, so we're gonna start with YouTube because that's kind of that's kind of where we are right now. This run, I'm mostly focusing on making it as different from the first playthrough as possible, with some small exceptions. First off at the top, the custom options, the 3 remixes, that was an easy pick. That's gonna vary up the run a lot. I've seen some of the new equips, or some of the revamped equips. They are insane. There's some absolutely nuts changes. Some of them give multiple elemental boosts per weapon. Some of them can just cause like crazy effects between turns. It's gonna be nuts. So equip remix was easy. Weather remix doesn't change it a ton, but it's something different. And foe remix, basically you're gonna find different foes scattered throughout the whole. It's not randomized, but you will be finding foes in a very, very interesting locations. I actually don't know a ton of the details of that yet, so that's gonna be exciting. I'd also like to mention that even beyond this is a ton of new, just straight up new content that I didn't even cover on my first playthrough, because it was new to V2. So all of that will be modified by these, so, keep that in mind. Also, scaling foes is on. It doesn't make a huge difference one way or the other. I like that optional areas give XP when that's enabled, but random equips is off. I want the YouTube playthrough to be definitive. Like, if you play through the game, this is what you will find in these exact locations. Because we have Equip Remix on, it's not going to be the same, like, you probably wouldn't want to follow along with this one if you're just doing, like, a vanilla playthrough. But, I think that the run I have set up here is going to be the highest variety without you know, going too crazy on the challenge. We'll get into that a bit later, but the Twitch run is going to be a bit more about the challenge aspect. Also, I like the limited player battles, but I don't like that you can't change it mid-game, so I've just decided to not do them at all. If you wanted the true challenge run, you would want one-player battles. I won't be doing that. Spoiler alert for my Twitch playthrough. So that's what I got going on there. Those are the main things that are going to change the game. If we take a look at the bottom half here, these are the cheats are on the left, the challenges are on the right. For cheats, I'm prioritizing variety and intrigue over anything else. So learn any skill is the most notable one. Basically, you can have like Lance with heal more. You can give auto revive to Matt. Oh, actually, Matt might be able to learn that naturally. You could just go crazy. You could equip anything you want to anyone. Nat can get buzzsaws. I don't think she can normally get that. Anyone can learn any of the extra skills. That breaks the game open as far as build variety. I'm really hoping that, like, almost like every couple videos, I'm going to be completely switching up my builds. I'm going to be looking for suggestions from you guys on that. So feel free in the comments to just start throwing builds at me as much as you want, because as soon as I have enough stuff to be able to, you know, put some interesting, enough equips and skills to get some interesting stuff, I'm going to be going for it. I'm looking to go crazy this time. I wanted to do that first time. Didn't happen as much as I would have liked, but I really want to push for it this time. Treasure Finder is just for convenience. I just don't want to miss anything. More SP. I want to also make more use of summons. That was one common, well, at least something was commonly brought up the first time, is that I typically don't use summons that much. I like to save them for key moments. But now that this is a completely different playthrough, I'm not... Last time, I kind of like to show, you know, not overusing limits and summons, because it was kind of like a self-imposed challenge, I guess, on my original run. This time, I'm just going crazy, so whatever. More SP, I'm thinking... So anything in yellow, I could go either way. I haven't fully decided on a lot of the details of this yet, or at least the yellow ones. Some of them I'm leaning one way or the other. More limits could be fun. That might be a little bit too good. I usually made pretty good usage of limits. I might leave that one off. However, I do like Cowardly Foes and More Free Attacks are a couple that I'm tempted to put on. And also, just like I said, I haven't solidified on these, so nothing here is definitive quite yet. But this is kind of my initial thoughts. It might even be different than how I'm talking about it right now, depending on what I talk with the Discord people about. But those are two. Cowardly Foes opens up some interesting strats, you know, surrender strats, which aren't really that viable normally. And More Free Attacks. Weapons are going to have a lot of crazy effects, so that's another one that's tempting to put on. As far as challenges, I want to show off some of the new, the most interesting, unique things that were added to foes. So more foe resistance. Some enemies are going to be immune to things they weren't before. It's going to change up the fights a lot. Counterattacks, that's a scary one, but some foes have really interesting counterattacks, and I'd love to show them off. Even rewards is another convenience thing. No rare fruit. I don't use them anyway, so I might as well leave it on. But, you know, I mean, actually, for the run, I might turn it off, but we'll see. Because again, I don't really care about trying to conserve stuff like SP and food anymore, so I might turn that one off, actually. But some stuff like Foe Evade is just not that interesting. Combo Cap is not that interesting. No Revive Turn I don't like. Turn Timer I despise. I will be avoiding it whenever possible. And I like being able to see Foe HP, so that's kind of the general... You know, I'm not going to talk about every single one, but that's kind of a general overview of the YouTube playthrough. Also, let me know in the comments what you think of this. It's not set in stone yet. Like I said, I will not actually be recording the first video until after this goes up, like a fair bit, at least a day or two. So you have time to give me your feedback now or in the Discord. But at this point, honestly, it's a lot more organized and straightforward. I would just leave a comment here telling me, you know, interesting build ideas and feedback for this and the next loadout, which is going to be what I'm using for Twitch, which I will now go ahead and flash on screen. We'll display it somehow so you can actually read it. The custom stuff, mostly the same. I'm turning on random equips. This might be controversial, but I think it could be really interesting to see the challenge run either get made or completely broken by the equip RNG. But I will be resetting my run until I start with a good weapon. I'm just setting that straight now. I'm not going to be messing around. So I'm going to be looking for a carry weapon. All right, I'll be honest, but we'll see how it goes. As far as cheats, so So this is a new mechanic in V2 where if you defeat a boss, I think all of the major bosses and mini bosses have this. If you defeat them with every single challenge enabled and no cheats, ignoring stuff like Treasure Finder, and no free attacks, because that's mostly detrimental to you, I think. If you have every single challenge and no cheats, you get a star on the medal for defeating that boss. I plan on, in this run, getting every single star. So basically what that means is that, at least for the boss fights, I need to have every single challenge enabled. This is why Hide Foe HP and Turn Time Limit are currently yellow. I really don't like those. So for the majority of the game, they will be off, I believe. But for bosses, I will turn them on because I want to get the stars. Similarly with Learn Any Skill, that one's yellow. I want that on for most of the game just because it's fun. It's really cool to see what I can come up with and what the people in chat and viewers and all that can come up with when you could put any skill you want on any character. So, for most of the game, Learn Any Skills will probably be on, and Foe HP and Turn Time Limit will be off. During bosses, Learn Any Skills gotta go off, those two have to go on so that I can go for the stars. And like I said, I do plan on getting every star, and I also plan on uploading those to YouTube. So that will be a little bit of crossover between Twitch and YouTube, is that every single star in fight, like the full fight, or at least the winning, probably just the successful attempt, will be going on YouTube. So keep an eye out for that. Those aren't going to be for a while. The Twitch playthrough is going to be... Last time, the Twitch playthrough was quite ahead of YouTube, like way ahead. This time it's going to be the opposite. This run is going to be really challenging. As you can see, everything is on. I'm not going to go into what every single cheat or challenge means. I'll go into that more, you know, as we encounter them in in probably like the first episode of first episode of YouTube, and when we started on Twitch. But most of them are self-explanatory anyway. But yeah, the Twitch playthrough is going to be very challenging. I highly encourage you guys try and stop into the live streams as much as possible. Historically, we've had pretty much all the people who have worked on this game stop by the stream at some points. Fiona in particular has, at least for a time, was kind of a regular of the channel. She's very busy, so she's not around as much these days. But I suspect once V2 drops, Fiona and even Matt and Ronja both have stopped by the channel, which is a huge honor. I cannot say enough how much I respect and appreciate everyone, all three of them, for creating this amazing game, and all the support they've given me. Matt's even rated me from, like, he usually streams on YouTube Gaming, and I think one or two times he pointed people to go watch my stream over on Twitch when he was done. It's just insane. It's truly surreal to be in the spot where I am, where the creators of, because whenever the third game came out, I don't even remember it. It's been at least 10 years, I feel like. That was my game, man. That game, EBF 3, changed my entire perspective of what a Flash game could be. I probably got like 100 hours out of that game when I was younger. And now to be where I am, you know, doing these videos and these live streams, you guys are giving me so much support. I really do appreciate everything you guys do for me on this channel. Let me go ahead and flash through the credits here. Speaking of which, let me run through the credits here while we wrap it up. But truly, I really appreciate all you guys. I appreciate all your support. I was really skeptical of doing an entire second playthrough of this game, but there's a desire for it, and like I said, I'm doing everything I can to make this run as memorable and unique as I can compared to the first one. And the Twitch playthrough, man, I'm scared. I'll be honest, I'm scared for the Twitch playthrough. Oh, I totally didn't mention, I should have mentioned this earlier. Saturday, the day this comes out, after this video comes out, also shout out to JMBTO2, another one of my favorite indie devs, and Terry Kavanaugh. Just happened to see a couple in there. Some references, some new references there to flares that weren't in the base game. Yeah, so the day that this update comes out, sometime very shortly after this video comes out, I will be beginning an extended stream of, you know, my first time working through the super challenge run over on Twitch. So check the description. I highly recommend you check me out over on Twitch if you want to keep up with the challenge run while it's happening live. Like I said, it's gonna be something. I'm gonna be looking for a lot of feedback and a lot of advice from you guys. I'll be honest. Like I have a lot of familiarity with this game, but as far as like super high level challenge stuff like this, I'm not sure I'm ready yet. We'll see, but I'm nervous. So I'll appreciate any and all support you guys are gonna be giving me there. So yeah, it's gonna go. I don't know when it's dropping on the 15th, but like I said, if you see this video, if this video came out recently, or it came out the day, when it comes out, basically, I'm probably streaming. If you're seeing it on Saturday the 15th, I am streaming almost certainly. So yeah, check that out if that's at all of interest to you. Let's Play. I say, look, that's me. Thank you. So yeah, I highly recommend you check that out. Check out the Discord, and also in the description. I have a very active EBF channel there. It's probably going to be even more active once V2 drops. You know, talk about all sorts of strategies, interesting findings. I got a couple other people even who stream the game and do a lot of coverage. Some modders. There's a lot going on over there. People love to show off their mods that they've been working on. It's a lot of fun, honestly. Y'all have made this the EBF 5 journey an absolute blast, and it's not an exaggeration to say we're just getting started, despite having beaten the entire game twice already. We got a long ways to go yet. I haven't decided anything officially yet, but a giveaway during the live stream is likely, so at least one. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't decided on the details yet, but the game is increasing in price by I think $5 once the update drops. I have no problems paying the extra money for the giveaway copy because I love supporting these people as much as possible. So a giveaway at least for one copy of the game is pretty likely. I still have to figure out the details of that, but you know, you didn't hear it from me. But just another incentive to stop in at some point and figure out the details for that, because like I said, I'm not gonna know until the day of probably. This ended up being a bit longer than I was expecting, but a lot of details to go over, a lot of gushing about how amazing all you people are. But I think that is going to do it for this video. Thank you everyone very much for watching. If you enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know the drill. And tune in probably Monday, maybe Tuesday. I might need a little bit of extra time to get this first video up and running. Certainly by or before Wednesday, we'll have the first video of EBF 5 version 2 up. And we got streams lined up all week, uploads all week, and for the foreseeable future until it's done. But yeah, thank you everyone very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.